William Carney.
Arthur William Carney. You sound like you come from last Mass.
Yeah, Arthur William Carney. Hey, do you remember this?
Do I remember that?
Yeah.
I'll pay for the rent for a good number of years, I tell you that.
Huh? I don't know if you know this, ladies and gentlemen, but for years and years you listened to Art Carney on the radio, but you probably never realized that Art made a spectacular career just recreating famous voices. That's true, isn't it?
That's right, Danny. For example, on a CBS radio show, years ago, called Report to the Nation, when they needed the voice of Franklin D. Roosevelt, they called me. Mm-hmm. And it sounded something like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President.
But first of all, let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Art, you did almost everybody in radio, didn't you?
Yes, Danny, even as President Truman, I am proud to say that I spoke for many of my fellow Americans. I spoke for Bess, for Margaret, for Clifton, and all the reporters who followed me on my morning constitutional.
That's really marvelous.
Thank you,
Art,
Dad.
you've got to do Gabriel Heater, the famous news commentator.
Ah, yes, there was good news tonight. Word has just come from a reliable source that a huge meteor followed by an asteroid will crash into the ice. Destroying our planet, the entire world, and the whole universe. In 30 seconds, right after this word from our sponsor. Good night.
You know what's amazing about this is that Art not only did people, all kinds of people, he did sounds. I could close my eyes right this minute now and hear...
A chicken.
A chicken.
A night sound.
Night sound, yeah.
Remember when it was quiet in the country? Yeah. And you were listening to a radio program and there was... Beep-deep. Beep-deep. Beep-deep.
You know, I think somewhere down deep in your soul, Art, of all the people and the voices and the impressions you did, there must be something down deep in your heart that was your really true favorite.
There certainly was, Danny. That was the voice of Fred Allen. I not only loved him as a performer, but admired him as a man. I can hear him now way back years ago when he used to start off his radio program that sounded something like this. Thank you, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Fred Allen, it's Town Hall tonight. Hurry, 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 hurry. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And here we are, friends, in Allen's Alley. We're going to knock on this man's door and see who he is. How do you do, sir? What's your name?
My name is Danny Kaye, Mr.
You
Allen.
say your name is Danny Kaye.
That is correct, sir.
Danny Kaye. That's kind of fun to say, Danny Kaye.
Yes, sir.
What do you do, Mr. Kaye?
Well, at the moment, I'm doing a television show.
You say you're doing a television show, Kaye? Well, this is sort of a play on words and sounds. Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, Danny, why don't you join me and listen to the 5 DeMarco sisters singing their hit recording of Head for the Roundhouse, Nellie. The engineer can't corner you there.
I would think that radio was invented just for a fellow like you.
Well, Danny, it certainly wasn't like television. Nobody saw you. In other words, if worse came to worse, I could always be a soap opera.
No, you mean you could always be on a soap opera?
No, I mean, be it. I was a soap opera. Look,
You were a whole soap opera?
I was it. It was a small town, see, small town radio station. I played all the characters. Now, I brought an old script just to show you for an example here.
All right.
And I'll get up here and we'll be on the wireless in just a couple of seconds.
Fine.
The story of Mary's sacrifice. Yesterday, John, not knowing that Aunt Agatha had amnesia, called on the mysterious Dr. Pendon. Today, as we join the hamsters, Mary's sacrifice has just heard the news of Christopher Dane's elopement with her best friend, Felicia. And as we join them, kindly old Gramps is saying, "Oh, Mary, you can't torture yourself like this. You're too good for him." Leave her alone, Gramps, leave her alone. Can't you see she's upset? You get out of this town, Paul Dunlap, if you know what's good for you.
Now, Gramps, don't be too harsh with Paul.
You keep out of this, Doc Bartlett. Paul! Paul! Watch out for the dog!
It would seem best if Mary Sacrifice came to my...
You touch her, Bandit, and you'll have me to reckon with. I'm an old man, Paul Dunlap, you scallywag, but I can still lick you. Take that. Oh, boy. Let go of my neck, Bandit. Gramps, stop biting my leg. Will Dr. Pandit let go of Paul's neck? Will Gramps stop biting his own leg? Tune in tomorrow for the show that asks the question, how much longer can this program stay on the air?